Colleen, a traumatic day for everyone in the area.
Ed, that's right. It's hard to believe it's been nearly 9 hours since the explosion, and there is still a lot of action going on. Take a look at this. We're actually right up here by the fire. Police say it all started when several suspects stole ammunition from this Walmart Sunday morning. Well, the hunt is on for a man police say robbed a South Bend home at gunpoint. It didn't take long for news to spread to employees here at the plant in Mishawaka that their company is discontinuing the Hummer brand. Officer Russell thought he was on a routine animal welfare check, but when he walked downstairs, he found this. Elkhart has always been known as the RV capital of the world, but the mayor says he welcomes becoming the electric vehicle capital of the world. But if you don't mail it in, census employees will be knocking on your door. The McConnells had a lot to choose from. The Sorg dealership here in Goshen has a lot of new and used Chrysler vehicles on their lot. But at the Warsaw dealership, this empty parking lot tells a different story. The competition, it was tough. We had several great entries and more than 41,000 votes. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Colleen Bormann. Well, it was an exciting season for Notre Dame football. 2010 was filled with highs and lows, and tonight, the Irish celebrated all of it at the annual award show. Allison Haynes joins us now. And Allie, they did things a little differently this year at the show. And 8% of Indiana's public school teachers could lose their jobs. That was the estimate of the Indiana State Teachers Association. Change of plans for a Michiana company. First, they were going to build a car shredder in South Bend, but now they're looking at New Carlisle. You wait weeks, if not months, for spring to come, and you wake up spring morning and it's like that outside.
It's a kick in the pants.
Waiting for it to warm up like it was last week.
Exactly.
Ed, that's right. It's hard to believe it's been nearly 9 hours since the explosion, and there is still a lot of action going on. Take a look at this. We're actually right up here by the fire. You can see crews right over there shifting through the fire. Now, like we said earlier, this is a 4-unit condo. There were 3 families living inside, which means there are 3 families that are homeless tonight. Now, you can see crews are also investigating that gas leak over there. Now, we just heard just a few minutes ago from a NIPSCO representative. They have begun repairing the gas line. They're hoping to have that done in the next hour and a half. And as you can see, it's been a lot of work for crews today, but it's also been a tough day for this close-knit community.
You know, it's fairly difficult. My wife and I both are sure just going to be devastated by it.
Devastation doesn't begin to describe what Chuck Shedlock came home to Tuesday afternoon.
My wife called me and said, "Can you go and check on the rabbits? There's a problem." Then it turns out it's our house.
Their home now looks like this after a gas leak sparked an explosion. Their 2 family members, 4 and 11-year-old rabbits, are now gone.
They were family. We talked to them and played with them all the time, so that'll be a difficult thing.
It's been difficult for neighbors as well, who were rattled by the explosion.
And there's just a big boom, and you can see the ceiling fan just start shaking, and I figured a tree limb or something fell on the house.
And I felt the house shake. I thought I was in the basement at the time, and I thought someone plowed into the front of the condo.
I came out to see what it was. Flames was shooting way up in there and smoke going across that way. Man, it was something else scary, I'll tell you.
As soon as I got outside, I saw that all this insulation was floating down from the sky and all going on the ground. And I looked up, I saw the smoke.
Tim McQuaid lives next door to the fire along with fire crews. They started knocking on doors, evacuating homes. They even rescued this dog who was just a few feet away from the explosion. Crews say due to the nature of the fire, they're all lucky to be alive.
When you have gas, spewing out of a line, and then you're trying to fight a fire, it's very dangerous, because if you put the fire out, the gas is still going to, keep trying to ignite.
For the Shedlocks, it's not about losing the big things like their home. It's the little things lost in the fire that will burn the most.
The stuff, most of it we can replace. Pictures and stuff like that will be hard, and I still hope we find some stuff, but our pets were like our kids.
Since we are so close, I want you to take a closer look at the extent of this damage. There seems to be even a huge hole where one of the homes used to be. Now, besides the damage that was done to these homes, crews say they didn't have any other reports of damage done to nearby homes, no broken windows or anything like that. Now, we do know NIPSCO turned off gas to about 70 customers, and I told you we just found out a few minutes ago they are starting to repair that line now. Because of that, the Red Cross opened up this warming center today at Calvary Baptist Church off of Cleveland Road. Burger King even donated food and water, and everyone affected by the gas line was allowed to go to that warming center. But like I said earlier, representatives told me they're working hard right now. They're hoping to have it done in the next hour and a half. Tracy and Ed. An emotional moment between a father and his son, moments after the verdict.
I'm sorry for everything. I said, I love you, son. And I do love my son unconditionally. That's what a parent is supposed to do.
Stephen Eliason is standing by his son, even though he admits he doesn't know why Dakota pulled the trigger.
How does a kid that was as sweet and loving as him, he was affectionate for a 14-year-old young man, go from 0 to 100 like that?
Eliason says what upsets him the most, the fact that his son will never get the chance to change.
He's a 14-year-old juvenile who's barely lived his life. Now you're saying he's never afforded another chance to be free?
Not everyone was devastated by the verdict.
I'm very happy to have this verdict. I don't want him to be able to hurt anybody else.
Jesse Miles' daughter, Vicky, is upset to see her nephew locked away for life, but says nothing will bring back her father.
I feel sorry for him, but my dad was the kindest man in the world, and this should not have ever happened to him.
I think everybody in the courtroom saw how emotionally charged it was in there, and clearly this has divided that family.
Defense attorney Lainey Fisher says it's upsetting to see a 14-year-old face a first-degree murder charge when a strong case was made for a lesser offense. He says it's also upsetting to see how this case has torn the family apart.
I'd like to take this moment, too, to apologize to my sister, who I've had a little bit of friction with, and I said some mean things.
Eliason is taking that first step towards healing those relationships, but only time will tell.
There's not much closure in this. It's torn apart a family, and it's just tragic.
In Niles, Colleen Bormann, Fox 28 News. Right, Dickinson Fine Arts Academy 8th grader Alex Reyes lives and breathes basketball. Now, one day a coach saw Alex shooting hoops at gym class and encouraged him to try out for the team. Alex didn't have a lot of background in the sport, so the two basketball coaches took him under their wing along with the entire team. Fast forward to tonight's semifinal championship game, and he is now a shining star on the team. Oh, by the way, Alex has Down syndrome.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Cheering from the stands, Chico Reyes is just like every other proud parent.
Sometimes I got a little bit tears in my eyes, but you know, I am so very, very proud of him.
Proud is an understatement. His son Alex plays on the 7th and 8th grade basketball team. He practices with the team. He even has his own number.
42.
Only difference is Alex has Down syndrome.
He has a disability. It doesn't slow him down. He wants to keep on going. He's got a stride. He wants to prove himself, and I do not stop him from doing so.
And neither does his team.
We knew that he wanted a chance, and he's got it.
Teamwork has a strong meaning for this Dickinson Bears basketball team. Everyone has stepped in to help Alex. He even has his own student manager.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
His classmate Shapira Adams works one-on-one with him daily.
It's been fun teaching him. He's not like any different from any other people just because he's special.
Their hard work has been paying off. As you can tell, he's a sharp shooter and he's not afraid to show it.
He pushes his hands up and then he runs off the court.
He'll pump his fist. Sometimes he'll throw both arms up. He's smiling, he's laughing.
When he makes a shot and he makes a ball in, he's got that big old grin.
That enthusiasm all led up to Wednesday night's semifinals. The Dickinson Bears took on the Bruins, and for a good part of the game, the Bruins took the lead. There was a chance Alex wouldn't make it in, but with minutes to go in the game, the Bears took the lead. Coach says part of their motivation, Alex.
The guys work to get a lead sometimes to make sure he gets in and gets a part of the game. And then, like I said, they work really hard to make sure he gets some shots.
30 seconds to go, a foul was called. Instead of the boy who was fouled, the refs allowed Alex to go to the free throw line.
Come on, Alex, make it.
A close shot, but being on the court with his team when the buzzer rang was enough for Alex.
All right, buddy. All right. Yeah. Ooh.
A lot of enthusiasm, and of course the Bears are going on to the championship tomorrow. That's 4 o'clock at Dickinson. Everyone's welcome to go cheer on Alex, and by the way, he has actually scored 16 points total this year. Very impressive.
Good for him. And he doesn't just score on the basketball court, right?
No, he's shining in the classroom. They said he has several A's. He's doing very well.
Great.
It's awesome.